And welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4. Once again, we find ourselves eastbound and out of sight, as we are actually playing Biohazard 4. As, I'm going to be using this version of the game to demonstrate something, not for, any, really major need to do so, but there is an unlock at the end of this mode when we first complete it that I wouldn't be able to show off in the GameCube version, and it functions a little bit differently in the HD versions, and I haven't beaten it on this version. Also, I get to show off the funny name of the Assignment Ada campaign. In Biohazard 4, it is known as Ada the Spy instead. Ada the Spy, or Assignment Ada, whatever you prefer, is another secondary mode unlocked after completing the game, in addition to Mercenaries, and funnily enough, well, let's get into it first, just to discuss it.
Have you retrieved the sample?
Not yet.
Some kind of trouble?
Sadler. He knows.
Ah. Your extraction chopper will pick you up at the rendezvous point as planned.
I'll be there.
Alright, so our mission in Assignment Ada, or Ada the Spy, is to get into the island base complex and collect 5 samples. This is a non-canon side scenario to the main game. This is not actually something that happens congruently with Leon's mission. It is a complete what-if. And what I was going to mention is that it's pretty funny that this unlocks alongside Mercenaries. I was actually discussing with my friend in the planning stages that I was doing this LP. He pointed out that structurally, Assignment Ada is very similar to the actual original Mercenaries mode from Resident Evil 3, Operation Mad Jackal. It doesn't have the timing or scoring elements that that mode had, but it does repurpose a section of the main game to create a bit of a collection-based obstacle course instead. We will get into how the collection works, but for our equipment for this mode, we have access to a nearly fully upgraded Punisher, just short on the capacity and the reload speed. Unfortunately, no exclusive applied to this one. We also have a TMP at our disposal here, which, again, is kind of in a mostly upgraded, but halfway on its secondary stats. And then we've got the semi-auto rifle, much weaker than its, Mercenaries counterpart. Sadly, we do not get that broken exclusive firepower upgrade, so keep that in mind. What we're going to do immediately is throw away this scope here. I do not need this at all. It is just a waste of space. I would have honestly liked it if we had access to these stock for the TMP, but whatever. The first half of this mission is basically the same as the start of Chapter 5-1. We just need to continue on and actually breach the base complex. Then the proper objective of Assignment Ada will begin. These first guys we can just take out no problem with our TMP. Thankfully, these enemies are quite a bit weaker than they are in Separate Ways or even the main story mode. We aren't really obligated to do a lot of item collection here. Unlike Separate Ways, this chapter is very, very short, and there is no shopping to be done. There will be no money collected here. Note that also Ada does not have a knife in this storyline. She did not have a knife at all in the GameCube version, so we cannot actually utilize it in this mode. We do have to shoot open boxes whenever we come across them. Fortunately, the TMP does have enough firepower here to quickly dispatch most enemies. Continuing on, let's just get to work on actually breaching the island. Once again, we will take this guy out with quick TMP shots. Not even gonna bother too much with using what is it? Melee skills. One thing to note about Ada's costume here is that if you are, there we go, wanted to go forward a little bit to make sure that we had a JJ spawned in, and I could deal with him as he gets in close. We're going to let, speaking of letting things get in close, just let most of these guys try to get in to attack us. Want to be very, mindful of JJ's positioning so that I do not get caught in, Gatling fire. As you can see, JJ can actually help us out a bit here by just eliminating enemies with his Gatling shots. But again, we do need to be very mindful of where he's approaching from. Not too concerned about items being thrown at me. Get this guy defeated. There he is. Okay, off to my right there. Let's get over to here. And once again, just let him go into his barrage. Don't have to worry about dealing with him too much. Keep our TMP loaded. Fortunately, getting more ammo there. So now I want to take out my semi-auto rifle, and we'll be using this predominantly to dispatch him. So let's get over to a spot where he can't easily melee us, like so. And we are just going to repeatedly hit him with semi-auto rifle shots. And hit him with a headshot there. There we go. Now with that taken care of, I can be a little bit more loose in my approach. We're going to conserve our TMP ammo a little bit. Fortunately, we also have a lot of Punisher bullets. And here's where the piercing effect of the Punisher can become really nice. Take advantage of that to just quickly get rid of these guys. And speaking of getting rid of these guys, and using the piercing here, we will want to use a... I do not have access to... any flashbangs currently. If I did, I would immediately use them right here. Let's get this guy taken out. There we go. Okay, very good, very good. Now that we have a good amount of TMP ammo, yeah, this first section, you're probably noticing that I'm hitting the wrong buttons constantly. Once again, for this emulator, I have controls that are pretty intuitive to the GameCube version, but are distinct from the HD version, so I'm getting all my versions of the game mixed up here. Once again, let's just get this guy taken out with the TMP real quick. All these guys are coming in a nice, convenient line so that I can take them out very easily. Much appreciated there. Get that guy defeated. And we are low on TMP ammo, so here we will just use the Punisher to finish this guy off. There we go. Trying to rush your way through this is totally a viable way to go about it, but of course it is very, very risky, so... Speaking of risky there, I just wanted to get this TMP ammo. Fortunately, we already have a yellow herb. Yes, we do have health upgrades for this mode. We will get a handful before it is over, even though it is a very, very short sub-scenario, so it isn't really necessary, but I guess I appreciate the pretended like this is an actual sub-campaign. Let's just... Whoop. Yeah, these guys are posted in a very annoying position here, but we manage, we manage. With that taken care of, let's continue on. I don't think... Yeah, we don't have a boulder to deal with this time. What I'm gonna do here is use the Punisher once again. I want to be careful with my rifle ammo usage, as we can burn through that very quickly. I want to make sure that I'm not overusing it before a situation where we really need it. Here is where the Punisher really excels, when you're dealing with shielded enemies. Not something I got to show off in the main game, but an incredibly useful trait of the Punisher, and something I much appreciate having. Pretty underrated aspect of it is how effective it is against shielded enemies. In general, I do appreciate this mode letting me demonstrate things in a commentated format, because I haven't really been going over the mercenary mode outside of my forum posts on the topic. Can't really elaborate on the gameplay particularities of certain weaponry. Let's see here. Just want to get this guy dispatched. Come on. Oh my goodness. Not having luck getting rid of this guy. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, Blade Plagas are so annoying. Especially just the stupid stumbling that they do. Let's get our TMP out. We should be able to put it to good use here. I'll definitely want to grab that handgun ammo, but I'm not super particular about getting a ton of it. We should be able to move through here relatively quickly. Wait for this guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take out this dynamite guy here. Let's just... yeah, scare that guy off. There we go. Creates a nice opening for us to get forward. We don't have anything we need to collect in the starting area, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting anything there. We will use a grenade really quick to get our way through these guys. There we go. Grenades are no good if we don't use them, and they come back in pretty clutch at this scenario. Okay. Oh, dang, that guy was already dead. I was firing a bunch of bullets into his disappearing body. Let's just continue on here. As you can see, we don't have to punch the button there to continue on. Let's grab this green herb here and just keep on moving. I will reload my gun really quickly just to make sure I don't get caught with my gun empty. Something that I was trying to say before is Ada's outfit here. If you are using Special Costume Set 1 in the GameCube version, she'll be wearing this in the cutscenes. Once again, we can just blow right past these guys. That door is closed in this mode. However, up top here... Hey, a vent! And with that, we have completed the first half of Ada the Spy. Coming into the second half of the mission, this is where we can actually collect the samples that we are looking for. And conveniently, they are all marked on your map, so you don't have to worry too hard about missing any of them. Also, we don't have to worry about dealing with regenerators in this mode, so, you know, double blows. Oh, God! Gotta love when they're posted like that. We'll just get this guy taken care of. There should be another yellow herb coming up, so I'm not going to worry too much about healing myself up. Let's just make our way over here, grab some more TMP ammo, and shoot through this box real quick. And get nothing. Okay. I would like to grab some grenades if I happen to come across any. We will be wanting to have them for a situation coming up a little bit later on. Let me see. Oh, this door is not openable. Okay, I'm clearly confused about what direction I'm supposed to be going here. Hold on a second. I've only played this mode once in recent memory. The last time I played it before practicing for this LP was when I was a teenager. So, yeah, quite a bit of downtime between when I've most recently played this. Did not actually intend to use that immediately, but whatever. I'm wondering if it's actually random if that cabinet has anything in it. See this guy hanging out over here, so we'll just take him out real quick. Anybody else waiting for me over here? Does not seem like it. Want to make our way into the operating room real quick, as there is something for us to grab in here. Any guys waiting for me to kill them? Does not seem like it, does not seem like it. Let's see here. Well, actually, yes, there is. Should have known when I heard the taser going. We'll get this guy eliminated, and just try and quickly dispatch this guy as well. There's the yellow herb I was thinking of. That's what I want to wait for healing myself on, but whatever. Come on, there we go. Fire enough shots, eventually you'll get a critical hit. Just wish it came a bit sooner. Let's grab this yellow herb here, and combine that into one of our green herbs to get a quick health increase. We are going to want to economize our space a bit here, so I'm going to instantly combine off that green herb, or red herb. Get this guy taken care of. There we go. Here's somebody else coming. Somebody enter from behind us? Yes, they did. We'll deal with that in a second. What we want over here is one of the samples. Now, something to note about the samples in this mode, they go into your case. They are not key items in the traditional sense. Though we need to collect these, they will take up inventory space as we go out through the mode. Now, it's not really the worst thing in the world. It's actually fairly manageable, but some people really dislike this aspect of Assignment Ada. I think it's more just because it triggers their brain worms in comparison to the main game, rather than it being a serious issue you have to deal with, but it is something you need to keep in mind, and depending on how much you are hoarding your items, you may need to periodically chuck stuff out in order to create space for Plaga samples, so keep that in mind at all time. Fortunately, they just take up a 2x1 space. Speaking of 2x1 spaces, we can probably get away with using a bit of our rifle now. We have a good amount of ammo built up for it, and honestly, I would like to limit the amount of shells that I'm carrying at any given moment. Ooh boy, my controller is being a little bit weird. Let me disconnect and reconnect that real quick. There we go. Sometimes it likes to give me trouble and have delayed inputs. Not really sure what's causing that, but whatever. With that taken care of, let's continue on over here, kick our way into this room. I forget, do we have to go into the cryogenic room? Well, we do have the option to do so, so I better take it. Wouldn't want to miss anything that's hanging out in here, like a healing item. We've also got a grenade here, and again, I will want a few of these for the end of the mode. Unfortunately, we can't bust through that window with a simple knife swipe, since, well, Ada does not have a knife. In here, we will find our next sample, so let's grab that right quick. There we go. 2 down, 3 more to go. Heading over this way, we can find some more rifle ammo. Going to be pretty rich with that at this point, so we better make good use of it. I just want to keep my gun loaded real quick. I'm almost remembering what my specific control setup for this version of the game is, don't worry. Eventually, I'll have this down pat as soon as the video is ending. Alright. Oh. Ow, you gotta be kidding me, of course. There we go. Figures that he has a mask, and I landed a headshot when I didn't want to. We'll take this guy out. Whoop. There we go. Anybody else want some? Here's some more guys lurking around, but hopefully they're not a big deal. Another bit of TMP ammo here, which I will gladly take. I'm actually going to immediately use that small green herb, because no sense in having that take up inventory space when I need some healing anyway. A grenade has been grabbed. And this guy, we just want to immediately take them down. And let's get the rifle loaded here. Yeesh, we got a bunch of guys inbound. Probably unnecessary to take all these guys out, but whatever. I'll just go until I have... Ooh, nice. I'll go until I have no more rifle ammo to load into my rifle. Let's get this combined real quick. I would like to have about 4 grenades by the end of this chapter here, so hopefully I can manage to get that. Heading over this way real quick. Just gonna, once we get into this room, really quickly check to make sure I haven't missed any Plaga samples, and I have not. Most of them are on the straightforward path, but it's always a good idea to double check that, just to make sure you're not missing anything. It'd be terrible to get to the end of this chapter and realize that you missed a couple of samples along the way. Let's see if this guy drops anything. He does not. Let's grab this over here. Anything waiting for me in this locker? Unfortunately, no. It's kind of a sad day for Ada, honestly. Leon finds something in that locker, but Ada does not. I find that to be a little distasteful, honestly. Heading over to this way, we are just going to immediately shoot down this guy. Whoa, 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 hey! Ah, goodness gracious. Not what I wanted to see as soon as I poked my head out. Fortunately, we can take one more shot. Let's get one shot on that guy, take this guy out, then get another shot. There we go. Now we can just focus on slam-firing rifle shots on this guy. There we go. Alright, that should... Oh, no! A little too focused on that guy. Oh, well. Hey, wait, did that guy have a full face mask and I still burst his head there? Interesting. Let's get a little bit of healing going here. I'm just trying to economize my inventory, okay? Taking out things that I don't need. It's a solid plan. We need all the space we can get here. Got a bunch of guys to take out with our TMP here. Dynamite throwers, in fact. Ooh, nice. Another red herb over here. Take that real quick. Dynamite will take care of itself, thankfully. Okay, once again, just checking my map here to make sure I'm not missing anything, and we are not. Okay, God, can I please remember what the button I need to press to cancel is in this version? Better get that red herb combined off immediately. There we go. It's funny to see me just messing up these basic controls, just because when I'm playing with this specific controller, I'm so used to using the HD version. Making me feel like a bit of a clown, but hey, that wouldn't be the first thing. Hey, what the? We better get the TMP out right away. Not sure what was, why this guy was just hanging out over here to hit that switch, but whatever. He's not exactly doing a good job of trapping us here, I gotta say. We'll just hit that switch real quick. That was kind of needless, but whatever. Okay. I actually do want to kick this guy real quick. There we go. Just to create a little bit of space there. Whoop. That might have been a mistake. Okay, no, we're good. Alrighty. Anything else I want to grab here? Let's grab all this handgun ammo while we're at it. Plus this and TMP ammo. Actually, I might have to end up chucking some ammo here. We're getting quite a bit of it. Anything in these lockers? Unfortunately, no. I'm not missing anything in this room, am I? Again, never hurts to double check. Okay, it's in the next room. Fortunately, I know that once I grab this one, I'm not at any serious risk of missing any more samples. They all should more or less be on the way. Continuing into here. Anybody else waiting out for me? Let's just check this real quick. There's the next grenade that I want. Very much appreciated to have at this point. Grab this yellow herb right here. We will just combine this into one of our already mixed herbs. Heading over to this way. We do not want to miss the sample waiting for us in the cell. I'm actually going to ignore that handgun ammo, because we're more or less set on all the Punisher ammo we could possibly need, so why even bother taking it, really? Just gonna take up more space. If anything, I could stand to use up some of this ammo. Once again, get these guys taken out with the Punisher. I love the ability to demonstrate how effective this can be. Again, I was pleasantly surprised when I actually made use of the Punisher in my test runs. It worked quite well, honestly. Alrighty, what do we got over here? Why, a sample, of course. I will gladly take it. Okay. Just 2 more to go, and then we have to get to the rendezvous point. Fortunately, the rendezvous point is also on the beaten path, so we don't have to worry too much about getting sidetracked or lost from that. The rendezvous point is, in fact, that radio control tower that Leon wasn't able to accomplish much with, but Ada will be able to put it to slightly better use. So, continuing on into this room over here. If you remember, this was this command room where, once again, I just struggled to perform properly in all the situations that were thrown at me. But hey, these things happen. Actually, did I do particularly bad in this room, or am I mixing it up with a failed Plagas removal laser shot I had in the room in the HD version? Whatever. I just kind of assumed that I did badly in most situations. That way I don't seem like I'm gassing myself up for situations where I actually totally sucked. Alright. Grab these guys right here. Just rally them over to this corner. There we go. I'm digging the TMP here. Honestly, this has also been just a great use case for the TMP. Haven't been able to use it super regularly in the main game because by the time the game was just being generous with the ammo for it, I had already sold off the TMP. Ooh boy. Got a whole bunch of guys up here, and I think I'm going to want to throw a grenade up here. Let's make our way up here and just throw the grenade real quick. Bit of an unfortunate positioning for me. My controller? Ah, God. For whatever reason, my controller is being really, really weird today. Sometimes it just has issues. I'm not sure if it's just like the position that I'm holding it in or something, but it is being kind of a pain right now. I'll try holding it in a different position now. Maybe that'll keep it from disconnecting all the time. Okay, make sure we get the headshot when he's not stumbling. There we go. A little bit rough there, but hey. I'm having trouble deciphering the different ammunition that we've got here. One of these guys must have dropped a key for us, I'm assuming, anyway. Or perhaps not. Okay. Well, at least we got a free first aid spray. Not that I really need it. In fact, it's kind of taking up some space here. What are we looking for here? Somebody spawned back here with the key for me? Or is that, was that just a situation where I had to defeat all the enemies to get the door to unlock? Curious, curious. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's definitely open now. Oh god! Nice little try there, game. I almost got by that. Oh boy. Definitely just kick that guy. Oh god, get out of the way. I was trapped up against that locker there. Not a situation you want to find yourself in with a Blade Plagas. Alright, there we go. Definitely a good opportunity to burn through some of this TMP ammo, at least. That's also been taking up a little bit of needless space. Moving into this room over here. Oh god. Get a little bit of exploding action there. Fortunately, I was not in flinching range. Ada is just able to continue on uncontested. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, we're close to the end of this mission. Heading into the lab area where we encountered the Iron Maiden in the main game, we're closing in on the final sample that we can grab from a case. Now, what am I implying by that? Is there a sample we don't get from a case? Well, just wait and see. My attempts at being coy are not exactly convincing, I will confess. Let's get this HP increase right now. Make our way over here and check this case real quick. It's not a Plaga sample, but some handgun ammo. Not exactly what I was hoping to get, but hey, I guess I'll take it. We do actually have a decent amount of inventory space left for this stage of the mode, so may as well enjoy all the goodies that I'm getting while I still have the space for them. Let me see here. Where is our... Oh, wow. Look at all this stuff here. I don't want most of this, but I will take the TMP ammo real quick. Let's get that loaded in. The handgun ammo is a bit unnecessary. We also have enough herbs to create another full heal here. Game's being oddly generous right now. I wonder what the occasion is. Well, regardless, let's get that crafted real quick. Check out over here. This cannot be opened. What about right over here? Nothing here. I better check the map just to make sure I'm focusing on the right thing. Okay, yeah, I think it is in this center area here. Oh no, wait, it's right in this one, duh. Here's our Plaga sample. With that collected, we find ourselves slightly trapped, but not exactly, you know, in serious danger, since we are just able to hop right over that to get out of here. Let's use our rifle here to deal with some of these guys. Come on. And one more shot. There we go. That should be enough for now. Okay, continuing on over here. Looks like we're still trapped in, but if we, okay, not that. What are we looking for here? I think there is a computer panel we can hit to end this alarm state. Where are you, actually? Ah, boy. I hear the alarm blaring, so it must be around here somewhere. Yeah, maybe I should have done a practice run of this beforehand. Okay, this is it. No, okay. There we go! Off to the side a little bit. Let's just end this alarm state real quick. There we go. Nothing suspicious is going on here. You don't have to worry about patching up that window. Oh, God! Jesus! That was, quite the welcoming committee we got there. I will say, I'm impressed by that one. Not gonna use my grenade on this, because I do want to, save these for... Oh, God. Better use that healing item right away. This is what we have this at the ready for. Sometimes those guys will just be able to throw right past you. We will send this guy to the ground. Take this guy out with TMP spam. Oh, God. This armor is whoop. Do a quick kick there. Alright. Probably best to just, yeah, destroy this guy's head. It is. I am glad that you are actually able to just outright kick the hammer, guys. Getting another first aid spray here, some more TMP ammo, and yeah, even more TMP ammo. Glad for it. Maybe it would be better to use the Punisher on that guy, but I'm not super particular about it. Alright, with that going, we have exactly, well actually we have more than a couple spaces left for the final sample, so that does us good here. Let's get our grenades at the ready, because we're going to want them, or we're going to want to have them out for this upcoming sequence. Now, we have one final challenge before we can escape. Obviously, we need to get the final Plaga sample, but something else awaits us at the end here. Step forward, and... for whatever reason, Krauser shows up in this mode. I'm not really sure what the deal is with this. There we go. Using grenades, we can send him to the ground real quick, and then unload with the TMP to deal a bunch of damage. So once he backflips away, I'm going to want to throw down another grenade real quick. Keep it towards his feet, and let's get the TMP back out. With this, I should be able to... oh, no. Whoa, oh, God. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ada is a bit more vulnerable to Krauser here, since she cannot knife him for easy damage. Unfortunately, I wasted one of my grenades there because he was too far away. There we go. Let's get our TMP back out. Alrighty. Oh, God! I was not expecting that. Sometimes he, won't do the QTE, and you just have to be prepared for that, really. There we go. Ah, once again, not prepared for that. He's got another one coming up. Fortunately, I kind of unintentionally pause buffered it. So get that going. And yes, he is immune to gunfire while backflipping, so be mindful of that. Fortunately, once he does that sweep kick, we are able to easily take him out, or get some damage dealt to him. There we go. Alright, go for the headshot here to stagger him a little bit. Okay, there we go, there we go. Get a bit more of an honest fight with Krauser in this mode, at least. Fortunately, we should be pretty close to defeating him here. Let's, just once again, wait for him to do something that I can, react to. Ah! Okay, that was not the reaction I was hoping for. Alright, we're getting a little low on healing items here, and he is backing me up a little bit, so that's a bit unfortunate. Alright, this is where we can actually get some damage in on him. Ah! Every time I'm expecting a QuickTime event, he doesn't do it. That's so annoying. That's just something you gotta deal with, unfortunately. Ah, no! I can't believe I got got by that. Dang. Fortunately, there is not much penalty for death in Assignment Ada, if you happen to get taken out by a mistake. As soon as the game loads, of course, there is some fairly generous checkpointing in this mode, so it's not a huge deal that we got set back there, though it is pretty annoying. Again, it's a little difficult to call out the exact ways you need to react to Krauser here. There we go. Hopefully I don't waste my grenade this time. We'll just try and do an honest run back of this fight. This time I should probably drop this one a little bit closer. And once that's down... Ah, I was a little too close to that one. Okay, one more grenade, and then we just have to do another honest fight. Obviously, the semi-auto rifle is not super good for this, because you need to be a little bit faster than that's going to allow you to be to deal with Krauser here. Alright. Now, let's keep the TMP loaded fully. Whoop. There we go. That is the ideal thing to see him do. Oh, man. I'm always misjudging the distance, or I'm always misjudging, what move he's going to actually go for. We definitely need to get our back to him, or get some more room to maneuver here. Or, honestly, why don't I just push him back a little bit? There we go. No, man! struggling with that. And unfortunately, we've confirmed that the amount of damage that he deals, I can only take... there we go. Finally, he does that. Man, I am misjudging that so badly. What is up with me right now? Getting to see a bit more of an honest struggle from me in this game, which honestly is kind of nice in its own way. We've been dealing a little too easily with everything up to... Oh! Ah! I thought I got a headshot there. Alright, down to my last healing item, so any more damage I take is not going to be super desirable. Okay, once again, let's try and... oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. Now we can get some damage in on this guy. Actually gonna take the opportunity to... Oh, no! I thought I had the reaction there. Goodness gracious. There we go. Come on. Do something that I can counter. There we go. Ah, I was a little too slow on that one. Alright, just need this... Man, this is proving to be surprisingly embarrassing. I was not expecting to have much difficulty with this section. Oh, well. These things happen sometimes. This is what keeps LPs entertaining in their own way. Oh no, my controller! What is going on? I don't need you causing me problems also. Yeah, that drifting was not intentional. What the heck is happening here? Please work. This is a comedy of errors right now. There we go. Okay, okay. After enough damage is done, he flashbangs out of here, and you get the final sample. Could everything have gone wrong there? Jesus. My controller literally just started disconnecting right at the end of the fight. That was terrible. Regardless, if you have all the samples, make your way up to the radio control tower here. When Leon tried to dial in for help, he did not get much of a response, unfortunately. For Ada, on the other hand, all we need to do is use the control panel here, and we can call in for our extraction.
Punctual. I like that. Is Krauser there?
He's dead.
Pity. But after all, just another expendable grunt. Thanks to you, however, Umbrella's one step closer to its re-establishment. And once it is, there will be significant changes in our world.
Incidentally, in the GameCube version, this is the only place you see Wesker in the story. Kind of interesting that in this scene right here, Ada is actually using her mercenary's outfit, since again, when you use Special Costume 1, she is instead wearing her Assignment Ada outfit in the main game, so not really sure what's going on with this. You do get a nice little jazzy theme for the credits here, though, so that's pretty cool. Now, we can just skip this real quick. Let's see, yeah, we'll save our data here real quick. Or, no, whoops, that lets us see the credit again. Never mind, never mind. Let's, just get the unlock here. For completing Assignment Ada, in the GameCube version of the game, you get the Chicago typewriter for the main game. This was changed in future releases of Resident Evil 4, starting with the PS2 version, actually. You instead get the Chicago typewriter unlocked for separate ways in future releases of the game, instead of, for the main game. Of course, the main game Chicago typewriter is now tied to completing separate ways. Since we'd otherwise not be able to see this unlock card, that's why I decided to do this on Biohazard 4, since I had already unlocked it in the GameCube version anyway. Okay, with that, Ada the Spy, aka Assignment Ada, is completed, and... well, I'm not gonna lie to you again this time. The next video that's coming up is the Krauser Mercenaries video, but after that, then we can get back to the story in progress. So, hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.